Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is 4 and 3 Sports Talk. I'm your host, Raheem Escalade. Sitting with me today is the hard-hitting free safety, the former Central Golden Eagle, the current Merrimack College commit, Trey Cavaan. Good morning. Welcome to the show, Trey. How you doing?
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Doing well. Thank you.
Good, good. Here at 4 and 3 Sports Talk, we like to start with the heart. So when did you first fall in love with football?
Sixth grade. It was my first year playing football. A friend of mine told me I should try out because I was doing pretty well at recess. So he said, "Oh, you should play for the team." And ever since then, that's all that she wrote. It was on go ever since.
Nice. Now, was free safety like the only position you played? Did you try out on offense?
So in middle school, my first position was a left guard. So I played.
Oh, you're a big boy.
Yeah. And then seventh grade, I played a fullback and middle linebacker. Same age.
Okay.
My freshman year, I played linebacker, outside linebacker, and then sophomore year, I got moved to safety.
Awesome. So you've had experience playing multiple positions.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Awesome. And you made it to a level that many people fail to achieve. Can you give us the details of that? Like how were you able to maintain and achieve this level of success?
Well, I think first and foremost it's the classroom. Just doing your thing in the class really gives you a lot more opportunities than people that don't. That's something I learned while I was at Central, how important academics are, because you could be a better athlete than me, but if I have a higher GPA and it's not even close, then a lot of schools want the safer bet, a solid athlete and a great student, rather than a great athlete and not so good of a student. So I think that's where it starts. I think just consistency. A lot of people have dreams, and then after the first month or two and they don't see any progress, it's like, okay, I'm on to the next thing. So it's really just a long-term kind of situation, kind of deal, and just staying consistent. And then just the people you surround yourself with, a lot of the people I graduated with, Mahari, Dante, Isaac, all really great guys, And with them, it's like if you have a 3.5 GPA, it's like, come on, you need to do better. You know what I mean? So just kind of surrounding yourself with greatness, I think that's where it starts as well.
Exactly. I always like to tell younger football players, you can't be A1 on the field until you're A1 in the classroom and on that report card. So that's one thing. I've reviewed your tape. I've waited for this question for a while. I reviewed your tape. Very big hits and a masterful tackler. Can you break down your preparation, what you might go through during your practice week that allows you to be so successful on the gridiron?
Yeah, so I can tell you right now at Central, we had rugged Wednesdays. And rugged Wednesdays were exactly that,
Tell.
Yeah, so it's that's when we go full pads, and honestly, it's harder than the games. Everybody goes 100%, and it's just fast. Obviously, during practice, I can't hit, my team, but it's just a matter of putting myself in position to make that big hit. So by the time the game comes around, it's just kind of like muscle memory, but I could just actually follow through with it.
Right. Getting it down pat and making it translate on the field.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, Ronnie Lott, Troy Polamalu, Brian Dawkins were a few guys that came to mind when I was watching your tape. Can you tell me, is there a guy retired or current that you model your game after or you look up to?
So I played a linebacker, so I watched a lot of Ray Lewis. I was really kind of like my motivation.
Yep.
Just kind of bringing his style of play to the secondary.
Right.
I love Brian Dawkins. The video of him where he's like, "Spikes, I'm gonna take his soul." Like,
yep.
That's one video that really
I'll never
sticks with
forget
me.
that clip either.
Yeah. So and all those guys you mentioned I just try to take what I like from all of them and watch them. More recently though, Buda Baker. Been watching a lot of Buda Baker. Just
Cardinals.
just a guy that flies around can make plays anywhere. He's in the box. He can play safety. You know, he kind of does it all, just kind of being versatile. So that's kind of like how I'm at on my game.
Buda Baker. He's a standout. It's gonna be scary if they end up getting Bud Dupree. I was just looking at notifications this morning, and Bud Dupree flew out there, so I couldn't imagine anyone throwing for more than a touchdown on them. Like, yeah. Honestly. It's March, and we know that graduation's coming up soon. How has your time at Loomis Chaffee helped you prepare for going into Merrimack in the fall?
Yeah, so it really helps. Coach Moore is a great guy. He really showed me a lot of things about the recruiting process that I didn't know, just how it works, you know. So I think while I was there, it really prepared me for the football side of college, you know, knowing what's involved. Academically, I would say it was my first time away from home, like consistently. Mm-hmm. So I kind of had to manage my own time, you know, manage social life, school, football, kind of like first time really by myself. So It gave me kind of like a warm up to college. So by the time I got here, I was kind of familiar with being away and having to juggle a few things at once.
Awesome. Now, do you play on the Loomis Chaffee football team?
Yeah. So I was a post grad. Unfortunately, the season got canceled, so there weren't any games. We had 3 scrimmages with each other. So that's really what we did while I was there. Okay.
All right. Yeah, because I was looking at your tape, and I didn't see any tape from there, and I was kind of wondering where the disconnect is. With what's been going on in the world, with COVID-19, games being canceled, athletes getting sick, venues for games being changed, and all this discord, how have you maintained everything? How have you maintained keeping in shape, keeping your football acumen sharp? And just how have you done that during this time?
Yeah, so I mean, it's just honestly day by day. You have to kind of like, you know, prepare, you know, get yourself ready for the best, but, you know, make sure that if there's something bad happens, just go with the flow.
Of course.
As far as like working out, just kind of doing my own thing. When everything was shut down and everything, you know, jogs, push-ups, you know, just the basics. But now that everything's starting to open up again, just being safe, going to the gym when you can, just kind of like doing that kind of thing. But it's always just, you know, looking forward, just getting through the day. If you get through the day, give it 100%, then you'll be good. That's really what I've been doing.
What are you most excited for about the upcoming season at Merrimack?
Fans. I can't wait for the fans. It just the like my first real college atmosphere, you know. Played Bryant, and there wasn't anybody there. Yeah. So just really just getting the students, you know, my parents out there, just really just embracing the game day atmosphere. That's what I'm really looking forward to the most.
There's nothing like being at Ann Arbor or College Station or one of those places, or just any college stadium for that matter, on a Sunday afternoon. That atmosphere, that vibe has got to be electric. And I know you can't wait for it. So before I get into my last question, I want to talk a little bit about your tape. And my favorite parts about your tape is that every single play that I saw you line up in the secondary, whether they had you at free safety or corner, you just like to light guys up every single time. I remember saying to myself, I'm like, I've never seen a corner play with such force. He plays like a safety. And then the clip rolls onto you playing safety. And I says, oh, okay, that's where it comes from. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so I mean, when I first started playing football, my dad was like, you know, Trey, you just have to be violent. Yes. No matter what you do, you just have to be violent. So I just kind of took that and just applied that to my game. It just eventually just became like a thing. In middle school, I enjoyed hitting. I was like, you know, I played fullback, so I just hit. So then
Hey,
I just
buddy.
applied that fullback to high school, and it just kind of translates over. So anytime I get a chance to really light somebody up, I'm gonna take it.
Oh yeah, another part that I love so much. I want to say I don't know the exact number. We'll put legit like 12 or 13 times. I saw the offense this play developing, and I noticed you're always in the right spot, which means you're good. You know that playbook in and out, and just every time the receiver's getting ready to catch it, you're right there. Boom, boom, to decleat them. A helmet rolling off in the grass. That one guy for Everett High School who you hit in the ankle and he flipped right on his back. I ran out of the room. Oh my God, dude. That was it for me. That was the point when I said, "Oh, this guy's gonna be something. This guy's going somewhere." And I love the way you play, man. I really do.
Thank you. Thank
My
you.
last question. In 2025, I know it's a little bit down the road. Can us back home at Springfield, Massachusetts, plan to see you in the NFL scouting combine in Indianapolis?
The plan is to be the best player possible. So that's definitely an option. Right now, that's 2025, but I'm really kind of focused on getting myself right now. And then we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But right now, I'm just taking it day by day and just trying to get better.
Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Trey Cavaan, the Merrimack commit, former Golden Eagle, a hard-hitting free safety. Don't go over the middle. Don't play in the slot because you'll be concussed. I don't know how else to say it. Ladies and gentlemen, Trey Cavaan, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Most definitely.